boy, that sounds weird. Don't tell me I cooked my motor. Oh, oh my god. That's painful to listen. I think I've blown a bearing or a planetary gear. Huh. Well, hopefully it's a gear and not something more serious internally. Okay, at about 4,490 miles, I start hearing this noise. Here's what the inside looks like in case anybody's curious. This is almost like over 3,000 miles. I know I've gotten comments stating this is the wrong grease. It is fully synthetic Mobile 1, and I mean, it's definitely lubricated. That's a broken tooth. Look at that broken tooth. Oh man, and it looks like in there it's even more damaged. So yeah, we need a new clutch here. I don't think we have to get into the internals. I don't think there's any loose magnets. Occam's razor here, people. There's clearly visible damage on that clutch, so that's what we're going to work with. So yeah, we essentially need to remove this section, which is, they refer to, I've seen it refer to it as the clutch. Really, it's just the planetary gears. So that's what we got to get switched out. I don't see where the circ clip is on this, and that actually concerns me a little bit. So let me go look that up. This is the puller that I've got together right now. It's a 6-inch, or at least the claws are the 6-inch ones. The goal is to get these claws essentially around the gear itself and then pull out. I don't know what socket set this is. Look at that, good guess, 17. So it's a 17 for this kit. Yeah, we're gonna tighten, okay. Dang, it's not gonna reach. It's just not long enough. So you can thread these out, put them a little longer. So I'm gonna do the secondary. I think that'll do it. All right, so one hook here, one hook here, one hook here, we're good. So we're gonna go ahead and start tightening. I'm clearly not an expert at this. Now it's pulling. Or we're getting tightness. I'm trying to avoid contact with this. Damn, what do I grab? So I see why that guy was on a vise. So I might need a vise here. Yeah, definitely if you've got a vise, that's the way to go. So, you know, you put this on the vise, you sit it, and then you crank. You gotta torque this puppy. So I'm gonna get some pliers, maybe hold from the bottom, and let's hope that works. I really need a vise. I've come to that realization. I am at that age. Was I supposed to remove something else? It's coming out. Okay, we're almost there. Yep. So I suspect this puppy's loose. Yeah. That's that grease job I did. Look at that. Oh my god. That was nuts. But yeah, look, they're broken here. I'm gonna get a zoom in of this. All right, so let's take a closer look at the old gears. It's a little bit of wear here. Okay, that's the same spot. Look at this one. This is the real damage right here. This thing just totally broke off. There is nothing here. That is definitely supposed to be a tooth that decided to go missing. Yeah, that's where that tooth came out of. Look right here. So crazily enough, I mean, like this actually, these gears don't look bad compared to what I've seen online. But even that little bit of damage,
this tooth here was making all that noise, because think about it, that tooth gets loose and it's probably getting in between, right? It's getting in between these nylon gears and this metal part. This is actually what spins, right? So we have magnets in here in which we have an electric current which creates the spin. And then this little gear here, this metal gear, that's what spins and essentially allows this this whole thing to move.
There is a ring of magnets attached to your axle, the stator, that has segments of coiled wire that is energized by your controller from your battery. Then there is a separate ring of magnets affixed to your wheel, the rotor, that is affected by your magnets on the stator. Your controller sends energy through your phase wires to different sections of magnets on the stator. Once these magnets are energized, they have an effect on the magnets on your wheel, the rotor, causing it to turn. But they only cause it to turn until it hits the next section of magnets. So in order to keep the rotation going, the next section of magnets needs to be energized, but the previous section of magnets now also needs to be turned off. Otherwise, they will start fighting each other for which direction to turn the motor. Now, how does the controller know which segments of wires, magnets, to turn on and which to turn off, and at which intervals? There must be some kind of sensor that reads magnetic signals, and that's exactly what your Hall effect sensors do. Most hub motors will have 3 phases or sections of magnet groups, and they will have 3 phase wires and also 3 Hall sensors.
So in theory, I guess we could then grab our new and improved, I don't know if about improved, it might actually be weaker, nylon gear set. I actually don't know. What I was saying before is I don't know if I have the correct gear set, but it's a 36 tooth, only 500 to 570 watt peak power, but it looks identical from what I'm seeing here. I mean, it's even got those rivets, these rivets right here on my thumb. Everything looks the same. You also want to make sure that you're not losing this, they call it a key, I think is what I've seen other YouTubers call it, that's still there. Make sure that doesn't fall out. I guess the additional concern would be is if there's any teeth in here. So you know what? I am going to clean this because of that. And look at that. On the other side, there's a tooth there. So I'm going to have to remove that so there's no additional damage. Yeah, so we need to clean. We do need to clean, actually. Wish I would have known that. Oh well, that's okay. One step at a time. Fail and fail fast. All right, so kind of want to give an explanation of what happened yesterday. It's windy and cold, even though it's spring now. But yeah, so I attempted to switch to a new I don't know, the Ariel Rider calls it a clutch. I think of it as like a planetary gear set. And I bought this from Amazon, but it turns out this particular kit, it looks identical. I think the wheels are like the right size and everything, but they're just offset by a little bit. And it's not like the same offset. I don't think it's the right fitting, even though it looks identical, and it almost fit. It was going in halfway, and today I'll actually have the camera in my hands, so you'll actually be able to see exactly what I was attempting to do yesterday. But I thought, after some time, I thought about it, and I said, you know what? I don't want to give up. I'll actually go ahead and how about I attempt to grab these planetary gears that are on this new device, even though I'm going to buy some planetary gears, and transfer them over to the old clutch, which I think, again, that's what Ariel Rider calls it, and just see what happens. That actually means I have to go dig in the trash because I threw away the old gear set. So I got to dig through the trash. yeah, basically my role today is just trying to see if I can take these gears out and switch them out with these. Well, I gotta remove these. Luckily I bought these, which I'm not too familiar with. Am I doing the same thing? How about this? Okay, that seems to be coming out. That's one. Okay, that snaps out and it hurts, so try not to do that. This ain't easy. Okay, let's save these because I don't know exactly what size they are. Okay, that was easier. Practice makes better. So yeah, this one's small. Maybe I insert. Oh no, this ain't gonna work. That is not gonna work. This is so embarrassing. There's probably an appropriate tool for this. This is definitely not it. Oh, dude, that flung out. Hit me and it fell down here. So, hey, I'm gonna consider that a win. So does this come out or do we have any more? Oh, beautiful. Oh my God, love that. See what I'm doing? Oh, Lord. That took way too long. Is this gonna come out or not? Oh, there we go. So I just went from the middle. That's the hard part to reach. There we go. Well, does it come out? Why wouldn't it? Unless it's designed not to. Yeah, guys, I don't know. I think these are on there. Nah, something's not right here. This is coming out, but it's coming out of the bearing. Like literally the actual nylon is coming out. Bearing is staying in. So I'm just gonna, you know what? I tried and I've just gotta admit defeat on this one. Guess there's two options and I think I'm gonna do both. This is still good. I just need the nylon gears. That's all it was. All this machine stuff, this is still all right. 2 days in a row, failed fast. Move on, learn. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get the G62 clutch set because I mean, why play anymore? So this thing I got on Amazon, this set, basically useless to me. I've damaged it. I've removed one of the little circlips. This time around, I'm really hoping that this is the right thing because basically I had to purchase this planetary gear set from Grin Technologies out of Vancouver, Canada, I want to say. It's out of Canada. Specifically made for the G062 Ariel Rider motor. And yeah, I'm definitely seeing something that says G063 on the side. G063 1000. The motor. So I'm really hoping the 62 fits because the clutch, when I opened it, it said G062. So I think they're the same clutch on the motors. Okay, so I'm opening this puppy. Let's see what's in here. This is what I just received from Grin Technologies. So this time around, I did get white lithium grease. Probably gonna get a million people saying, that's also not the right grease. And another people saying, well, you didn't do it right. Or you didn't show the important part. All right. So, oh, nope, yep, beautiful. This is the actual Bafang G062. What's funny though about this one, it is a 750D, so that's a downgrade. It's not 1000 like it comes on the Ariel Rider. So I don't know if this is gonna be an issue, but yeah, it looks very similar. I really hope this fits because honestly, I don't know what to do if this doesn't fit besides replacing these, but I mean, I guess I could remove these because I got the tools for it. And then putting these on my original stock one because the rotation was fine, honestly. But yeah, we're gonna try this out. Let's see what it does. So yeah, let's go ahead and get cleaning, I guess. Not bad. I mean, there's still a little bit of red, but guys, that's pretty damn clean for what I had there a moment ago. All right, moment of truth. Let's just get this in here. Been putting this off. So nervous about this. Bro, if this doesn't go in, I don't know what to say. I'm having a similar situation. We're going in halfway. That's what happened with the other one. So about as far as I got in. And then I think I'm gonna have to use a hammer, guys. It goes in like a quarter of the way. And then, well, oh my God, I'm gonna have to hammer this. I did not wanna do this. Could be. I don't see this going in much more. Guys, I do not see this going in. I'm gonna hammer this hard. Not gonna lie. Guys, I think it's going in. It is just unbelievably slow. So maybe the other one I had was a good fit, but you're just having to beat this thing in. A little bit over halfway done. When it first inserted, I was, I don't know, maybe a quarter, barely a third, all the way. Dude, it's getting there, guys, but like I'm having to beat the living out of this thing. It's going in. We're clearly not all the way, but we're getting there. And again, based on the level of resistance I was just hitting, I almost felt like I was hammering straight into the concrete. I mean, just for good measure, well, yeah, it almost feels more metallic now. Not sure that was good for anything on this components, for the magnets, but it's on. And now, and it looks like it's rotating good. All right, so I guess the next part is the lithium grease. I mean, I could have greased them up when they were out, but as you can tell, I was struggling so much with just getting this thing on that I really didn't want to mess with it. Now I'm definitely not pulling it out to put it back on. So I'm gonna leave it at this level and just gonna film, you know, what I got here. And let's go ahead and apply some of this white lithium grease, which I think the consensus is that this is the correct grease. And by the way, according to Ariel Rider themselves, because I reached out to them about, hey, my gears are my gears are broken. They wanted to replace the motor. Well, they didn't actually want to replace the motor. They offered to fix it, but honestly, I mean, I can do this myself. It's not particularly complicated. I understand the reasoning for wanting to do it, you know, quality control, et cetera, but yo, I can do it. I'm not gonna put that much this time around. I'm actually just gonna put a little bit. I don't want this stuff swimming around, getting inside the actual electronics.
Gentlemen? Hey, how are you, man? How you doing? Hey, man, how are you?
Please,
Hey, I'm Danny, by the way.
need some sun.
I do need some sun, man.
Get a ride.
All right.